First shill going to Star Wars Celebration, winner of top shill of the week on my channel recently. The woman with the most severe case of lockjaw I've ever seen in my life. Fake Padme is going, guys, to Star Wars Celebration 2025. Are you ready to see how excited she is for it?
I'm ready.
All right. Get your vomit bags out and ready. This woman chat is nuts, by the way.
This is not a drill. All hands on deck. Everybody assume your positions, your battle stations. We are locked in, and we are going to Japan, and we are meeting Hayden.
What the fuck? And she's probably going to be choking like that when she meets him. So just a little precursor as to this. A lot of people in the chat might remember this, but she literally like says later on, she's like, I'm going to be getting a picture with him with fake Anakin, my husband. And like, she can't even say with a straight face that like she's going to keep her hands off of Hayden in front of her husband. She can't even say it with a straight face, and we're going to get to it. And she just like...
You see the Grogu in the background?
Yes, two Grogus. Two Grogus. Hashtag where's Grogu? There he fucking is, both of them.
Oh my god, we are meeting Hayden Christensen. I haven't even been screaming. This is my first time actually really even talking to anyone today, except for my phone call to Tom at 4 p.m. Pacific time when news dropped that Hayden is going to be in Japan for Star Wars Celebration in April. The chopper's coming, the LAPD chopper. It knows I'm in here.
This chick is a lunatic. This goes on for like 20 minutes. Like nonstop for like 20 minutes.
There. That I don't want this to be like a celebratory, yay me, my life is the most amazing thing ever, braggy. And if that's how I come across, feel free if you can't stand me to please click off, because y'all know that's not who I am at heart.
Obviously that's not who she is.
Not my personality. I don't like to gloat or boast very much, but this is
this is painful to watch.
You know, we like to play Where's Grogu. There's two fucking Grogus on that couch back there. You know that? Two of them. When she moves that shoulders, we have mini Grogu and giant Grogu. Jesus.
Yep. Hour and 17 minutes of a live. She did an entire stream. I'm meeting Hayden Christensen. It's the whole stream.
How many people show up in this chat? Like 10?
Over 1,000. Not a lot of likes. Over 1,000 views. I don't think very many. I mean, who would show up for this?
And I am grateful to my parents for instilling that healthy dose of take a step back and remember at the end of the day that these are just human beings. And so I always try to respect that as well and not cross that parasocial line. But for some reason, that's all going out the window right now.
Oh my god.
Psychotic.
She's gonna sexually assault him in front of her husband.
I was gonna say, if Hayden's ever caught, Mr. Grizzy streams and seen the shill face, he might sort of be like Gary and show his dedication to the team.
Yeah, and it's like, we saw it earlier. I don't know what she's going to be doing. The Japanese really, the Asians aren't really, she doesn't need to open her mouth that wide for the Asians over there. So she doesn't have to worry about that. So she's got to be practicing for Hayden.
Because
this is all fake, by the way. This is all fake excitement. Let's see. 1240 is the next one. And then, so she goes in and has this, I'm waiting for her to talk about how she can't say with a straight face that, like, she's going to be respectful to her husband.
I'm going to have to get it together. Now, thankfully, people were asking if I'm going to do a pose with him.
Here we go. This is it.
or something like that. Tom is obviously gonna be in the photo, so I'm not gonna make him do one of these like.
Oh, how disappointing that must be for you.
He seems very open based on the photos that I see other people post with him.
He's open. He's open. He's very like touchy-feely. Based off so
into it.
Yeah, he might grab my ass and I might like it.
He seems very open based on the photos that I see other people post with him from their photo ops and whatnot. He seems very willing to, hug people and pose and do Anakin and Padme stuff like that, but my literal husband is going to be right there, so I can't.
She can't even say it with a straight face. You can't keep your hands off of him? She's going to be freaking molesting him right in front of her husband.
Stuff like that, but my literal husband is going to be right there, so I can't. I can't do any of that. And as a married woman, I wouldn't necessarily feel proper doing it.
I wouldn't necessarily feel proper doing it, but yeah, if her husband wasn't there, she'd be like, Anakin, grab me by the pussy.
She can't even say it with a straight face twice. She's gonna be like trying to find a way to ditch him. Like, honey, can you get me something to eat? I'll hold our place in line.
Star Wars whore.
Star Wars.
Damn whore.
Maybe Hayden Christensen cycles through these reacting bitches. What do you guys think? Maybe he's took his turn with Luis Julie. Who's some other ones?
Molly Damon. Oh, Molly Damon's a man. I bet he'd pass on Molly Damon.
Yeah. Clarus.
Fuck yes! But I also want to respect him. Like, it looks like he very willingly does these poses with people and hugs them and whatnot. But I want to respect, his humanity at the end of the day.
What? Okay, so I'm just going to skip to the end here. 2150 and then two more. So fake Anakin finally shows up. After she gets done swooning over another man.
Can you grab that off the floor for me? I didn't even show you guys the best part. So as I said,
it's done.
It's done. We not only got Hayden, but we got Anakin and Ahsoka photo op duo, which shout out to them for orchestrating that.
Who orchestrated that? I wonder. More paying off their shills, Disney.
And here's a sneak peek, y'all. It's not even a sneak peek. It's the official first peek.
Is it dry?
It's dry. You can touch it. Don't touch it.
So they have this jacket. I don't know. This is like the ugliest, most hideous looking jacket you've ever seen.
Careful with the sides. But here is a sneak peek at the first jacket that I've completed. That I'm certainly going to be frickin' wearing when I meet Rosario Dawson and,
It's a little on the...
Careful. Yes, I know that. Okay, side.
Because it's already on the side.
So here is...
Look at her fucking face.
This is my Star Wars jacket.
She needs a fucking straight jacket. Jesus.
I think it is a straight. Is that a porg in the middle there?
No, that's the fucking owl shit when she magically resurrects after Vader kills her ass.
Oh, gotcha. Anyway.
Clip it.
Yep, there you go. Get that. There it is for you guys.
It'd be good on a thumbnail.
Yeah.
I'm going to celebrate it.
Anyway, she is going to Celebration. And she's not the only one.
You can't tell me, based on that reaction of hers, that if it was her and Hayden alone, and the husband wasn't there, and Hayden was like, "Hey, let's get down." You tell me she'd be like, "I'm a married woman." No way. She would fake Anakin would he'd be crying.
Abso-fucking-lutely. All right, so Purist.
All right. Wow. I'm gonna do the condensed version. Let's see here. We got Cardboard Cutout Fucker. Now, he's not only a shill in his own rights, but he wants to help other shills coordinate getting to fucking Shillabration. So that's where we're at with this guy. First exhibit, 69. Now, number 69 is tomorrow. Oh shit, what did I do? But 68 fucking videos on how to pack your bags and get to Star Wars Celebration Japan. A lot of them are very generic titles. They got some weird ones like Tops. So now that his last one, Tops, is confirmed for Star Wars Celebration, they're doing like Star Wars cards. So now his new thing is he's done about 10 Tops trading card streams. So that's his new Shillabration regurgitated stream. Full panel list, so he breaks the panels down and all that. I'm just gonna hit episode 1 and 4 because that's where most of the good shit's at. Let's see. Okay, I already have it paused right here. All right.
They are in roughly like price ranges, which they weren't too bad.
Oh shit! Hold on. When I do recon, sometimes I do it in 2 times speed. Get more shit done.
It's the way to do it.
So that's the first thing I'm recommending that you guys do because I've done it already. So the second thing I recommend is
the first thing you want to do is get a motherfucking flight there. Like, I mean, I know we're dealing with Disney shill retards, so I guess it's kind of important to mention, but I think if you don't live in Japan and you know Japan's a fucking island, unless you're taking a boat or a canoe, you're probably gonna have to fly there.
Flights, which is pricey. Honestly, that's the most expensive part of the trip for me. Is the flight is ridiculous, but it is what it is. It's so far, like there's nothing you can do. If you want to go, that's what it costs. Everything else is somewhat reasonable for if you go on a vacation.
So he's from Florida too, guys. One of Florida's finest.
Did you say how much it would cost?
I believe he said 1,600 from Florida to Tokyo. I can't find which video. I was listening to that one on my phone, so I wasn't sure. I thought I had a note of it, but I'm pretty sure 1,600 is what he cited. So he did this shit so far in advance. The hotels aren't available to actually book yet. So he was guesstimating based off the prices for what they were a year and a half in advance. Then he does this. This is a very great recommendation to people.
And then you can pay when you check in, which is awesome. Now, if you're having because right now those are my 2 main focuses is when the hotels are available to book it. And tip, I book through Expedia.com because it lets you book free cancellations and then you can pay when you check in, which is
so big tip there for all you Disney shills. Use Expedia. Like nobody knew that.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. What's Expedia? Okay, let's see. 805.
Fuck, man, the $1,600. You know, the crypto markets are down. You can invest there. You know, Tesla. You can buy some Tesla stock with that. But now they're fucking pissing their money away on Celebration. Fake
Tesla's
Celebration.
bad. Environmentalism's bad now, right? You know, it used to be the greatest thing. Now it's sucks.
Like, you're gonna spend that much money to go to Japan. Like, why don't you just enjoy the country of Japan?
Oh, we're about to get how long he goes there, and the fact that this motherfucker went to London too already.
I see him. I see Grogu.
Oh, where's Grogu? I see him up there.
I
too.
see him. Yep.
There he is.
Oh my God. Oh, I don't like. Oh, I'm with Theory. I'm one of these. I don't like everything Disney Star Wars. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Just like fake Padme.
That's
He
TC.
got the
gave
Bo
the
Katan.
Acolyte, if I remember correctly, it wasn't a 7 out of 10. I think he gave the Acolyte a 5 out of 10.
Ooh, pretty
But
tough.
over time, that's going to turn into a 7 out of 10. Or maybe like his real opinion of the show is a 7 out of 10.
Right. All right, now let's hear where he wants to go while he's out there, shall we?
my planning. My first day there is completely nothing. Then I know when I go there, I want to go to both Disney parks.
Oh, he wants to go to both Disney parks. Can't go to one Disney park. Let's go to 2 of them.
Completely nothing. Then I know when I go there, I want to go to both Disney parks. I want to go to Universal, and there's a bunch of other things that I want to see. So instead of trying to cram like 2 or 3 things in a day, I'm literally spreading everything out. So the 2 Disney parks, one day will be for that park, for one park. The next day will be for another park. The next day will be for Universal. So I'm literally spreading it out. That way I can enjoy each day and not like have to rush. Okay, I'm going to spend my first half of the day at this one Disney park. Then I'm going to go to the next Disney park the second half of the day. No.
So he talks about how
Disney's?
I'm gonna venture a guess that he is not taking a woman with him. I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
No,
and I don't think a
bringing
woman.
Shin Hottie the cutout.
Well,
if she makes it through customs, he's taking a woman, and she is going to get fucked.
He's taking
got a lot
a
of
cutout of a woman.
He's going to be like, oh, that was a long flight, babe, and fuck that cardboard cutout in the hotel.
Prostitution is legal in Japan. Maybe that's why so many of these like dude bro shills are going over there. Maybe that's why a lot of these guys are going over there. You know, they're going to get themselves some. Prostitution is legal, and the age of consent is 16.
And that's how he's paying for the trip. He's going to whore out Shin Hottie cutout.
Yeah. I wouldn't fucking doubt it. He's going to go to some of the bathhouses like Deadpool, right? All right.
And then, of course, he'll fuck that cutout after everyone else on the street.
And he got a fresh one, too. You can tell that one's new. There's no stains on it.
Where is the cutout? I don't say. Oh, did he not have the cutout back then?
He doesn't have her for these. This is a special occasion. She's not in there.
He's got her locked up in his closet for now.
Oh, look, he's got an Ahsoka poster right there over his shoulder. Interesting.
Everything and not feel rushed. So I think I came to 6 full days of Tokyo, 3 days for the celebration, and then that first day will be a day to not do nothing. So that's 10 days total there, and then come back on the 11th day. So that's what I'm planning, to be out there for 10, 11 days.
Fucking 11 days giving all your money to Disney. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is a good one. So he loves, I mean, you think Grogu's bad. He has a really
You're listening to State of
bad
Survival
shill
Radio.
habit here.
Calling all survivors who can hear
He
this.
likes to collect.
Today we're going to take a look at the
Star Wars
Makuhari
pins.
Misi Convention Center in Japan. Shout out to right here with
Oh,
this
here, he even gives a
little
breakdown.
green
Here's the map, guys. If you stay over here and the convention's over here, da 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 da. He breaks down some hotels. Again, at this point, you can't even book them. He explains how in London, when he went to London Shillabration, it was half the size, 4,500 capacity. There's 9,000 capacity in Japan, so you could fit more fucking shills in there. And then he talks about the booth positioning. He gets really excited because it helps his hobby out.
Star Wars and Marvel. I know it's kind of one big hall, it looks like, which is a plus, because I did not like how London had half the hall on one side, half the hall on the other side. Not a fan of that. Please no. Keep it in one giant area. Because for me, pin hunting, bouncing from here, then I got to
pin hunting. He's going pin hunting, guys.
So he went to the last celebration.
He went to the 2023 London. He went to 2019 Chicago. That's the one that Theory got sent to by Disney.
I'll bet.
And then he went to the 2022 Anaheim as well.
I bet he was clapping when Daisy Ridley came out.
Oh, probably. Oh, he went to Orlando 2017 as well. So, yeah, he's a regular.
I go to this side, then I got to come back over here. No. Give me one big room. That way I could plot a course to get all my pins. So this was from 2019.
His fucking pins, man.
This is just riveting content, right?
Isn't
here.
it, man? And 68 of them.
I'm glad I watched this. I feel so informed. People care so much what your daily schedule is for all 11 days you're in.
Working with a registered dietitian can be a game changer in achieving your goals. Here's what you unlock through Faye.
He's not good with money.
So I kind of wanted to make this video
around
June 2024 is what makes the most sense to me, because I went to budgeting away money for the tickets. Now,
there it is.
Guess
Shin return.
There it is, chat. It's in the thumbnail. There it is.
Shin Baddie. They can get a Shin Baddie saber for somebody that's on our side.
He must be
Sling
so
Shin Baddie
disappointed that
sabers.
she's not going to be there.
All right. Well, Queer Mirror's going to get all the attention anyways.
Do you think he uses the Shin Baddie saber on her?
Probably.
He's got the Shin Baddie theory saber.
Now, I will say this too. So I was keeping track of the different Shilibration hat. That is the that's the Shilibration London hat for the gay drag panel. He wore that the most until he got his communist red Japan fucking Shilibration hat for the upcoming one, and then he wore the fuck out of that and a black one. He got 2 of them. And then he also didn't wear a hat on a lot of the streams. I'm going to suggest to Cardboard Cutout Fucker, wear your hat, dude, please. You look a lot better with a fucking hat on your head, dude, when nobody wants to see you without a fucking hat. Okay, here we go. Now, his budgeting.
Man, I would guess those tickets will go on sale June 2024. So that's pretty much 7 months from now. So budgeting.
He's fucking planning 7 months before they even sell the tickets to Celebration. Shilibration.
The tickets now, it's only 3 days, so I don't think the 3-day pass is going to be more than 200. It should be less than 200. So literally, I'm just going to put $200 to the side. My Celebration tickets for when they go on sale. Now that's just for the regular tickets. Jedi VIP probably will be a good 500 or 600. So if you wanted to do VIP, Jedi VIP, you're going to want to put away at least 600, I would say, to the side for when those tickets go live. And then if you don't get through and get the VIP, I mean,
you got to get the VIP, guys. We're almost done here.
What advantages do you have with that? Like, do you get to meet Kathleen Kennedy?
Yeah, right. Well, no, she's gone though, guys. So you get to meet Ferloni instead. Here's where he talks about being bad at saving. Sorry, I jumped ahead of the story a little bit here.
Obvious things, right? Plane tickets, Celebration tickets, your hotels. So the way I'm doing my trip.
So remember, this is his 4th video, and he's still telling everyone you got to make sure to get a plane ticket and the Celebration ticket and a place to stay. Now, if anyone doesn't know any of those 3 steps, you probably shouldn't be going to fucking Shilibration.
Kind of doing 2 separate budgets. I'm keeping the funds separate because I'm very bad when it comes to spending at like certain places and on certain things. I have very bad self-control, let's say. So I'm going to have a separate budget, a Tokyo budget, and then my Celebration budget. So first we're going to talk about my Japan Tokyo budget and how I'm budgeting that. So flight, hotel are the first 2 for the Japan budget, right? The third would
watch. He's going to give you a very important tip when it comes to getting a hotel.
just be food. Like you got to eat. So just having a certain amount, however many days you go there, you figure you want to eat at least twice a day, maybe 3 times
I would
a
have
day.
never eaten.
You want to eat 2 or 3 times a day?
I would not have remembered to eat something if it wasn't for Star Wars shit telling me so.
All right, here's a
I
big
think
breaking
he's
news
eating,
about when you get a hotel room, what you should look for.
One thing I recommend, if you do get a hotel, try to find one that has free breakfast because that's
What, like all of them?
His free breakfast is eating shitty cardboard cutout pussy.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let me see what else we got.
I think Theory just feels sorry for this guy, and that's why he lets him hang around him.
Okay, now we talk about photo ops. Here we go.
I think he just recognizes his skills for shilling, and it's just like, I want him on my brand.
Yeah.
Here we go. Shilibration guests.
for me. I've been to 4 celebrations. My first 2 celebrations, I did 0 photo ops, 0 autographs. I had the time of my life. It wasn't until Anaheim where I started to do photo ops. And then in London, I continued with the photo ops. If you can afford it and you can budget it, it's a great experience.
Oh, he calls Ewan McGregor Ewan. He says it through every video whenever he says his name.
It is very quick and very brief and short when you're meeting these celebrities for these photo ops. But depending on who it is, like sometimes it's memories you'll never forget for the rest of your life. So just so you guys can have a ballpark idea, the ranges on the prices vary depending on the actor. So right here, this right here is
Now this coming up very important. This is Greg Hates Everything. This is who he would go meet.
Anaheim 2022's pricing. So like Anthony Daniels for autograph was 125, photo op was 140, right? Ashley Eckstein, the voice of Ahsoka Tano, autograph 125, photo 155. So those are a little bit more on the pricey side, right? Then you have like Daniel Logan, the OG Boba Fett. His autograph $60, photo op $60. So like the range could be anywhere from 60 up to like you get to the man, the myth, the legend, Ewan McGregor. 300 for the autograph, 300 for the photo op. Now I know that's a big chunk of change. Not everybody can afford that, right?
Yeah, we get it, buddy. All right, let's go one more. We got two more, and then we're done.
Yeah, we know who funded the Acolyte. This guy.
Yeah, right? He's leading everyone. Here, guys, this is how we can finance Disney to get Acolyte Season 2 out there.
It's kind of look like. The next thing I want to talk about is all the merch. So there is a lot of merch there, a lot of vendors, a lot of booths. There's the exhibit floor, the show floor that has tons of vendors. And then there's a Celebration show store. So I know pins is a really big thing on Star Wars Celebration.
Him and his pins, man.
If you're not familiar with like the pin trading at Celebration, definitely go check out this video.
Jesus fucking Christ. You see that? Those are all his pins. They slang them, they trade them.
I'll drop the link down in the description. Pins. But collecting pins is a huge thing at Celebration because there's exclusive pins in the show store. There's exclusive pins that the staff members have there that you got to trade for. There's exclusive pins on the show floor, so it can be
trade them like a crackhead and shit. Man, I got these 2 pins, man. Can I get that pin from you?
Mission. So there's those, and then there's all kinds of like exclusives, whether it's Funko,
you know, because all the Disney shills love Funko Pops because we all used to collect Funkos back in the day.
Hasbro, whether it's Lego, whether it's in the Celebration show store, all their exclusive merch. So keep.
All right, and then we got his last haul. Last time he went to Celebration.
So keep that in mind for the merch. I'll drop this video link down in the description as well.
There's his haul, guys. He got pins and a couple fucking Disney toys, some weird ass hippie art.
That is a haul.
That's a haul, guys. Like and of course photo ops and shit like that, and the hat he's wearing. Quite a haul. And then he talks about the shitty Disney art he bought, just like I kind of brought those other art things up. Let's look at the art that he picked.
They're numbered 1 out of 250, and you could only buy them and get them.
They're exclusive.
So this was for London. I ended up getting 3 prints. So I ended up getting this one right here, Unbreakable Bond by Chris D. I ended up getting Tales of the Jedi by Joe Hogan.
Fake Tales of the Jedi.
And then I ended up getting We'll Handle This by Brandon Kenny. So these 3 prints I just fell in love with. I fell in love with a lot of these prints. If you take a look.
We had, what's her name right there? Oh, well, we got lots of Ahsoka shit. And then we had Bo-Katan, right? Yeah. Interesting. Bunch of fucking Grogus. Weird. Then he talks about buying food and drinks again. And then after that, he talks about making sure you get yourself some fucking yen while you're out there.
10 yen, 50 yen, 100 yen, or 500 yen. So at first I was like, well, I don't really need coins. But then there's these vending machines in Japan called gacha machines, right? So if you've been to Japan or if you're familiar, it's like these machines right here. And they take
like they rip you off. They rip you off and they say, gotcha.
Like when you buy a Theory Saber.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And that's about it. I mean, so his other videos, just like a little what hotels to get when you could finally actually book them. That was like video 32. So until the 30-second video, he couldn't even book the fucking hotels he's talking about. He talks about how to pre-order tickets and merch, but then you have to get the tickets at will call. So he's explaining will call to people like nobody knows what fucking will call is. You can't get your pre-ordered merch until you get to will call, though. So unfortunately, when you walk up to Celebration, you won't be able to have your pre-ordered merch. They're going to give it to you, and then you got to put it on. Like, oh, man. Fucking, who gives a shit? One of his video 11. I won't even show it. One of his people super chatted, said in no time he's going to be past Star Wars Theory in subscribers. I thought that was
obviously. Obviously, yeah, with riveting content like this.
I may rip into Theory, but I don't think he has to worry about the cardboard cutout fucker surpassing him. Then he tells you how to pick up your badge, like to get in. Like it's all the same shit, man. It's just regurgitated.
Do you think he's
he
gonna
got
go
all excited
this
about
hard?
the Mandu and Grogu? John and Dave are both going to be at that panel. He brought up his homies. He talked about coins and medallions you can collect of Disney Star Wars as well. And I also found out about the 20 years of animation. That's when I'm like, wait a minute, Clone Wars was 22 years ago. Yeah, that's about it. And then, like I said, Tops is his new grift, because now he can do 18 streams on Tops before he heads out to Shilibration.
Nice.
Do you think he's going to go this hard next year with the streams?
Probably. I mean, there's enough idiots that fucking watched him, apparently.
Really?
I mean,
I don't know. I'll have to try and catch one of those live and see. I mean, it's just who the hell. Reminder, chat. Remember, when you go, remember to eat when you take a vacation. Remember to book a flight. Remember to book a hotel room when you go on vacation. Important. Remember to eat. Remember to get a hotel with free breakfast when you go on vacation. And next up, the next on the list, Darth Melvin.
So I'm going to be covering Star Wars Sexplained, and just going over a few tweets that I saw on their account. They're getting ready to go to Celebration, which I'm sure is all paid for. Molly, why couldn't they let us reserve Lightspeed lane spots after this dropped? I guess I'll still be able to go to the Celebration store if I don't get into the panels at the same time. Shill problems there for Molly Damon. And we also got... I'm getting so overwhelmed with all the Star Wars Celebration Japan swag posts. We'll have some buttons and stickers, but nothing like some of the insanely great custom artwork I've seen. Oh yeah, the really great artwork. Fucking shill. Look, retweeting out this shit.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
And you see they changed the name. Star Wars Sexplained, Star Wars Celebration Japan. And that's it for the Sexplains. I'm looking forward to see if there's more stuff coming from them that we can rip on.
Are they bringing the dog with them? Hashtag Doggate.
Probably they're bringing the dog. Probably.
Probably bringing the dog. Yes, absolutely. They're bringing the dog. That was exposed. That was pretty fucking bad, if you ask me.
The Doggate video is coming. That will be dropped on my channel.
Coming on the Knights of Melvin's channel. I can't wait. And holy shit, Full gifted 20 memberships. Thank you so much.
Woo! Let's go.
Let's go, lesbians.
For the 20 gifted memberships. Holy shitful. Thank you. Dropping a bomb in the chat. Appreciate it. So,
good looking out.
I guess, well, since we just talked about the Sexplains, I think we have to bring up then the junior Sexplains. Molly Damon 2.0, Molly OnlyFans, and of course her husband, who's not happy. I guarantee he's not too happy about this. They are going to Star Wars Celebration in Japan as well, as they announced here in a completely unrelated video.
Yeah. Crazy.
Had a girl.
Yeah.
God, this is going. We're gonna be in Japan. I hope
know.
that y'all. Our reactions might be late on this. We are gonna be in Japan when it drops, and so our ability to be on top of it might be a little limited.
Yeah, we are in Japan all of April, so we are going to do our best.
Yeah, we will. We will do.
So speaking on being on top of things, they went to previous Star Wars celebrations in the past. Were you guys here? Darth Melvin, did we cover I know I covered it on a member stream. Did we talk about the bisexuality in Star Wars panel when we were doing Acolyte? Did I show you this already?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I know I covered it on a members only stream.
I think I saw it on that stream.
So the last time they went to Star Wars Celebration, they had...
Are we ready?
The bisexuality in Star Wars. The title of the video, check it out, you guys. Gay Star Wars Goodness. Our complete Battle Scars Star Wars Celebration Europe 2023 panel. And
Isn't
they talk
that where
about how
the
important
picture
it is.
surfaced of him and Sexplain both wearing slave Leias? Wasn't it?
No, that was this past year.
Oh shit! Okay,
That was this past. I forget where that was. Where was that? Melvin, you made a video on it when the Sexplain cross-dressed yet again.
That was at Dragon Con. It's a ritual.
Jesus.
So anyway, this is a bisexual couple, for those of you who don't know. They have a bisexual marriage. The wife has an OnlyFans and a Fansly, where she cheats on her husband on the internet for money, and she sells her worn panties to perverts on the internet, which has been taken down as of late, unfortunately. And this was their bisexuality in Star Wars panel from Star Wars Celebration 2023. So more of this coming this year, perhaps?
What's up for the second time? Real live people, this is the Nerdy.
Now that is quite the echo I can hear in the room. So I have a feeling that there is nobody there. That is quite the echo. Can you hear it?
Up for the second time, real live people, this is the Nerdy.
The Wordy.
The Book Club. My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And today we are discussing Sam Meg's brand new novel, Battle Scars, a Star Wars story set between Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor.
All right, who's excited for that game, though? Yeah? Okay.
I think I heard 2 people. How many people you guys hear?
Survivor.
All right, who's excited for that game, though?
Maybe 3.
Yeah? Okay.
I think maybe 4.
I heard 2. Did anyone read that book? Does anyone know what that book is?
Just Sam Maggs wrote it. I think that's all you need to know.
Battle Scars is objectively one of the worst Star Wars novels. There you go. Chat's saying 5 people, less than 5.
Okay.
It's the internet, there are people here. They made noise. There are real life people in the room.
This is proof.
None of them have ever seen our show before. They're all
It's
just
great.
really nice British people.
You guys are in for a ride. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We were all in for a ride because people who know us online, we are very publicly LGBTQ people. We're both very bisexual.
They're not just bisexual; they're very bisexual.
They're very She is very bisexual on OnlyFans, you guys.
I think
very
bisexual.
bisexual.
Most of the audience, they're waiting in their hotel room for her to do, live action shows after they're done with this.
Mm-hmm. And yes, AA, they are married. They are married. They are very married. They are very bisexual.
And this book was a ride of bisexual proportions.
Yeah. Proportionately bisexual. That's exactly what it was. No, it was great. It was. I don't know what that means either. It was so much fun. It's been really incredible to see how much Star Wars has branched out from what it was in the 70s. Right? It's.
My God.
So they're saying this book is like a bisexual book. Like I mean, it's Sam Maggs who wrote it.
Is this the one with Luke, bisexual Luke in the cave, or is that a different one? Did she write more than one?
That's the short story. That's in some different book.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Notice how like she's just like the 70s, like, you know, like that old time when it was just white men in front of and behind the camera that we hate.
It's really incredible to see how much Star Wars has branched out from what it was in the 70s, right? You know, it started...
What year? Come on, you got this.
75.
She has no idea. Fake fan.
Nope.
Fake
nope.
fan.
Fake fan.
Hashtag fake fan.
Fake fan at she's at Star. I seriously thought it said on the background there, like when Star Wars started for a second. I thought it said it on the fucking background there, but it didn't. But yeah, she doesn't know.
77. Okay, great.
Disappointed.
that's your thing.
If that was an audience full of real fans, they would have booed there.
Who cares? It's just a Google click away, right?
Numbers, not my thing.
This is
I don't think Star Wars is her thing.
Nah, only fans.
What?
Yeah, no, I think that what was so fascinating going into this novel was really looking at where these characters are in the years after Jedi Fallen Order and how this novel really sets up Jedi Survivor. I think seeing the first trailer for Jedi Survivor was really interesting because...
Okay, so they get into the book. Who the fuck cares? I mean, it's the bisexual book. So they, as you saw, they mentioned this before. Now, I did not even know this until I was researching it today, you guys. So they were at the previous year's celebration and they had a guest on their panel as well. And it is a guest that we all know or have partially. It's not who you would expect it to be, but it is someone that we all know. Would anyone like to venture a guess as to who that is?
I don't know.
Well, here we go. So this is
one of the real retards.
No.
Okay.
No.
The Bendu.
No, incorrect. Good guess though.
The Soy Boys.
No, another good. Close. Well, not really close. Not really a big channel. Let me turn the volumes a little loud. Let me turn it down for you guys. Well, I'm going to show you guys. It is Darth Chaco. Darth Chaco. Got to hang out with them at the previous year's Star Wars celebration. Now, something interesting. I don't know, you guys can kind of see the title of the video. I guess his original name before Chaco. I like this one better. If I can find it here. Here we go. Brotherhood featuring Darth Chocolate. Chaco is short for chocolate. Darth Chocolate. I don't know. Do you like Darth Chocolate better? So I guess his name was originally Darth Chocolate. Darth Sexual Chocolate for you wrestling fans out there.
I think it is. It's just the Chacos that is just the shorter version of it.
I
but
feel
it's still
like
canon. The Darth Chaco canon. It is Darth Chocolate.
I think that like white people that he streamed with probably felt uncomfortable saying that. Like, oh, that sounds racist. I don't feel comfortable saying it, and then he shortened it to Chaco. But Darth Chocolate.
Yeah, because it actually says Darth Chocolate.
Yeah, Brotherhood featuring Darth. It says it on their channel.
He probably meant to say Choco, but then like he thought of a candy bar and he completed it with chocolate as he was eating it.
He probably meant to get the XL turquoise shirt, but got the medium instead.
What? My name's Ernie.
And I'm Clarus.
And what does it say? Due to a technical difficulty, we only have the first half of the we only have half the panel, but we decided to post it anyway, so great.
Darth Choco.
That is right. We are live for the first time ever on a panel because we read books, and there are other people who like books.
Yeah.
And apparently they like to hear us talk about books.
Don't know how that happened, but you know, I'll take it.
That was a happy accent. And we're so blessed to be joined by Darth Chaco.
Yeah, I'm super excited to join, and I love this book, so I was super excited to get a chance to come on.
What book is this?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Thanks for putting it in the description, you fucking retards.
Best sassy Obi-Wan moments. Qui-Gon's relationship.
Is this the one where they make make Obi-Wan bisexual?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god. So that another bisexual panel.
And you know, like, people, they don't understand or they choose to ignore that these books are part of the Disney canon. So it's like, let's get rid of the sequels. Let's get rid of Ray. Well, you got to get rid of these books too, because these books are fucking trash.
I didn't even know that going into this.
And I got very upset with her. I was like personally offended.
You're the worst.
That he sets out on, with the help of his friend Anakin, despite the fact that the Jedi Council maybe doesn't want Anakin intervening.
Yeah, well, I think part of it, this is kind of really
the best sassy Obi-Wan moments there. But now that they're on even playing field where he's not directly responsible, all the dumb things that Anakin does are now funny, and and then they can work together. And that's that.
This is a story about three men, and the third man in this story is Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, when it comes to the change in the relationship, it really, it calls back to Attack of the Clones quite a bit.
So this is that bisexual book. Let me see the chapters if they go into anything on it. Anybody know anything about that?
Well, they try to say oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's left in the open. It's more up for interpretation and all that shit. I remember when it originally came out.
Wikipedia already put him in the bisexual on their gay Star Wars characters page, so it's official.
Yeah, I think wasn't he one of the first ones? I think they officially changed that too, from the original canon, from the real canon. Yeah.
Yeah. You think he let her fuck his wife?
Probably. See,
you
and this is why
you think that happened, chat?
I mean, look at his face. You can see it right on his face. He knows.
This is why we didn't really talk about it much when Theory came on my stream, but this is kind of the problem we have, right? Because he says he's, just for the same thing we are and this and that. But he made a big deal about Obi-Wan being bisexual, but we all know that he doesn't feel that Anakin being bisexual changes the canon. It doesn't change the story or anything like that. And that is not aligned with the way we're thinking at all, because we categorically reject Disney Star Wars because of shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, you can't make it's okay for that character and not that one. It's you're changing the history of the George Lucas canon.
All right. Yep.
Luke is also gay / bisexual, whatever. He is part of the gay group for Disney canon. But people, they choose to ignore it. They choose to think that it doesn't exist, that the books aren't canon, but they very much are.